Today I'm going to give you 10 tips for using these wavers, which I'm sure you have seen many videos on, and these curlers. As I'm giving you these tips, I'll be taking these curlers out to show you the final result. Let's get started with tip number 1. Your hair should only be slightly damp when pulling it through these mesh pieces. If it is really wet, it's going to be really hard to pull through and it's going to pull on your hair. Tip number 2, use conditioner and or smoothing serum before you apply the curlers. The conditioner or the smoothing serum, that clear stuff, basically the conditioner or the serum or both will help your hair be a little bit more slippery so it can slide through the curler. One of my tips for taking them out, now this is a bonus tip, is if you use that smooth hair serum, it's going to slip out much easier. And tip number 3, use a blow dryer if you are impatient like I am. A blow dryer doesn't make them heatless, but it does speed up drying time. I have one more bonus tip for you. When you're taking your curlers out of the longer pieces of hair, pull it down from the top first and then pull the rest off. That way it doesn't pull as much. Tip number 4, get the curler ready before sectioning your hair off to pull it through. Now this particular kit actually came with 2 different types of curlers. It came with the waving curler, and then it also came with the spiral curler. All you do is push these little hooks through, and I suggest you twist your hair at the top to get it to all stay together and stay in the hook. That's another bonus tip for you. This was only supposed to be 10 tips. You are getting some bonus tips here. Some stuff I forgot about until I started filming. Tip number 5, be sure to comb through each section before you place the curler on your hair. This will make sure that your hair is nice and combed out and smooth when you take the curlers out. Tip number 6, practice makes perfect. The more times you do this, the more practice you'll get. And I promise you, you will get really fast at putting these in. The first time, it's probably gonna pull and it's gonna be slow, but you just keep doing it and it'll be fast. Tip number 7 is for those of us that are very impatient, like myself. If you do pull a curler out and the hair's still wet, just use a waving iron or curling iron and get it to blend in with the rest of the hair. This happens when it's still wet and you take the curler out because you're impatient, like me. Give a thumbs up if you're impatient like me. Leave me a comment too. Tell me about that. How's that working out for you? It's working great for me. Okay, the next tip, I have found that it's easier and it yields a better result to just get your hair wet under the shower head. Either use just this little shower, get it wet, and then towel dry it. Make sure your hair is just slightly damp. And if I may say the word moist, that perfectly describes what your hair should be. Then you're just going to pull it through the curler. Having it be just slightly damp will allow it to slide through the curler much better than having your hair really, really wet. So basically, take a shower or use your wand, but don't use a spray bottle. That's my tip. The next tip is for adults only, and use at your own discretion, and keep in mind that this video is for entertainment purposes, and I'm not suggesting you do anything that I suggest in this video. That's for legal reasons. Don't sue me, bro. If you have a garment steamer, you may want to try this technique. These are mesh, so basically the steam is going to go through the mesh. If you are very, very careful and you do not steam your skin, you can steam the hair just for about 5 seconds or so. Let it dry for, maybe 15 minutes, and you can still get the same effect. But like I said, you would use that at your own risk, and I'm not actually suggesting you use it. I have not even tried that myself yet, not because I'm scared to do it, but just because I haven't had a chance to. But I have had these curlers called Caruso curlers, and they used steam as the form of heat, and steam doesn't hurt your hair as much as using a blow dryer or using a curling iron. So food for thought, but I'm not suggesting you do it. Now, once you get your curls all out, you'll want to give them some separation and give your hair some style. And my very last tip is once you have it all separated and styled how you want, a little bit of hairspray will just scrunch those curls perfectly in. Let me show you. Basically, just run your fingers through the curls and then look in a mirror to get it styled exactly how you want it. I just used this Pantene hairspray. It's number 5, and you can judge me in the comments below, so that's fine. I'm cheap. And here we go. So I just kind of spray it, and then I just kind of scrunch it up. I didn't actually look at the back yet, so you don't get to see the back either. No, I'm just kidding. I'll show you the back. And then I'll see it when I'm editing this video. A tip I have for you is if you have like shorter hair or thinner hair, spray it on the roots a little bit. And then take and scrunch up your hair a little bit. It'll make your hair look thicker. Okay, so here is the front and here is the back. And like I said, I didn't look yet, so I don't know. It might be all messed up. But if you got value out of this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. In addition, if you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Right now, I'm doing a video series on a Victorian house that we are buying. It is from 1890, and it's a fixer-upper, but it is a very cool house. So if you haven't seen those videos, I will make sure that you get to see them somewhere on the screen. And for exclusive content, I will be doing a live stream the first Saturday of every month. Be sure to ask any questions that you have about the curlers or the wavers. I've used both. I just figured that you might like the curlers because I haven't seen those really on YouTube too much. So hopefully you like seeing the curlers instead of the wavers this time around. I will do a future video where I show you how I put them in, but you basically put them in the same way as you do the waving heatless set, so I just decided I would give you the tips instead of just boring you with the review and how to. My review of it is I really like it. I think that this is a great way to get some added body, some waves, some curls, especially when you have thinner hair like I do. So with that being said, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic day. And I'll see you in my Victorian house videos, and then I'll also see you in the next video. So peace out. And basically sorry, future Angie. Basically,